Welcome. You are watching how to do a U.S. physical political map in Miss Westgard's geography class. Notice on all of our maps we will get a checklist here. Do not label more than what is required of you. For the graded items below, so that's this list we'll get to here in a moment, you need to color all of your coastlines blue. What that means is, if you'll bear with me here, the coastlines on your map, you don't need to color the entire ocean blue, otherwise you would run out of your colored pencils. But just show where the water and the land meet. That's what it means to color all coastlines blue. Then it says to draw on mountains as upside down brown letter V's. So if I switch my color here, we'll just call this brown. One of the requirements is you'll have to put in the Appalachian Mountains. So I'll just get that started here. And so that's what it means. Notice they are V's that are upside down. The next item over here says put blue colored pencil wave shapes above and below the names of major water bodies. So what you're going to do is, one of our bodies of water is the Gulf of Mexico. Just take your blue colored pencil and make something that looks like a wave here. Make something that looks like a wave there. And then what you're going to do is actually inside here you would write the words Gulf of Mexico, or over here it would be Atlantic Ocean. When you do the smaller bodies of water, such as the Great Lakes, you don't need to do the waves. It's just when we get our larger oceans and the seas, that's what you would do. Capitalize all the letters in a country name. So that tells us the difference between the name of a country versus the name of a state or the name of a capital. Trace rivers in blue colored pencil. Again, what you will do is, you'll notice on this map I do have a darker line to indicate the river. Just trace over that. I'll get started here, I won't do the whole thing. Trace it over in blue. Name all physical landforms and all of their writing in blue or black ink pen or regular pencil. So when you start putting in the names, the abbreviations of these states, use your pen or pencil, not your pink pen or your blue colored pencil, and write inside these states you're going to put the abbreviations. Include the totals. You will see that I have places like here's for your legend. Orientation, please put over here. Your date that you start making the map, your name, and then the title, and will always be whatever is up here first. So the title for this map will be U.S. Physical and Political. Now if I were to go and scroll down, or you would just look down, you will see that the totals gets 30 points. And these are our directions for this map, for the U.S. map. The first direction here, it says label, draw in where appropriate, the following using the appropriate symbols and colors as shown as class. Spelling counts. So for 50 points, every state is labeled with its postal abbreviation. On the back side of your paper, you will see I've given you the state and the postal abbreviation. So for Alabama, you would come over here and you would write in a capital A and a capital L. Do that for all the states. My suggestion for you would be that when you are done, simply cross off that state so you know which ones you have left. Otherwise you're going to forget and you might miss some. So that's how you would find the postal abbreviations. Again, if you need to go online for some maps, there's some maps here to help you out, but let's go back up to the directions. The water bodies here, you get 2 points each. Make sure that you spell them correctly and you put the blue waves above and below, and you place the Atlantic Ocean. So over here you would have your blue waves above and below, and you would write in Atlantic Ocean. Do that for each of these. And then for the Great Lakes, these 5 Great Lakes here, you can simply color in the lake or just the coastline, put L period for the lake, and so this would be L period and then the name Superior. Then you have 3 rivers to do, the Ohio, Missouri, and Mississippi. Again, I've darkened those for you. You just have to color over those in blue. Now there's some landforms that you need to do here as well. Death Valley, you can pick whatever symbol you want. So let's say we pick a big red letter X and we put it over here in our key, like so. I would write after that in my blue or black ink pen or normal pencil, Death Valley. And over on the map, wherever it is, you would put the red letter X. Appalachian Mountains, Rocky Mountains, I've showed you already how to do that. Then we've got cities. You'll notice that there are some dots here for cities. Just name the city next to the dot that you find. So New York City, New York, you would actually come over here, this dot. Now if you can't write it because there's no space, just draw a line somewhere and then put in New York City. You'll see our smaller states over here also have those lines. That's what you do as a cartographer. Then I want you to label Canada and Mexico in all capital letters on the map where those countries are to show you the relationship between the two countries compared to the United States. Then remember to keep the map clean and legible. You want to use your best handwriting possible and manage the paper space wisely. Again, if the writing doesn't fit in here, just draw a line out to where there is space available and then label it. This checklist is here for you to use after you get something finished. Just check it off like that. Then you know it's done. Down here again you have some reminders for abbreviations. Right here the letter L is for lake. You could use the letter R for river, such as Mississippi River or Lake Superior. Again, if you have any questions, please ask Mrs. Westgard. Again, this is how you will do the U.S. map for geography class. It's a physical political map. Thank you.